Alright, so I'm going to take the VMAX back out tonight. VX2Hub, extended range. So I've had this thing taken apart multiple times. Just because I'm not in love with the last polymer, whatever, rear suspension on it for myself. But I'm just going to go ahead and take it for a rip tonight. And, you know, kind of see how this goes tonight. I will say, though, that the best brand of scooter that I've had so far, honestly, could possibly be pronouncing it wrong. Kung Fung. I still have a 300 and the 500. And now they got something else that really piqued my interest, which is the 600. But anyways, they're a good brand. We'll see how I feel about this here later. So kind of feel like I can repair these things blindfolded to VMAX after having this one taken apart twice. And I mean completely taken apart, where everything's in pieces, display, wiring, controller. Just because I like to see how things work. That's what I like to do. I like to take them apart. And I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to get back to my riding. Just wanted to kind of show you guys what I'm riding on tonight. And just because I've already had this thing apart so many times before, I know everything's back together the right way, because, you know, this has become second nature for me on this one. Now, of course, I am going to go ahead and adjust the headlight, because that is one thing that I just have to adjust. And of course, this time I remembered the kickstand. Alright, I'm just making sure I got everything set on this, because I'm gonna probably go a little, I don't know if I want to go harder on this or not tonight. Alright, just making sure that I have the brakes and everything set up the right way for me. Oh, you know what, I'm debating, do I want to go the other one or not? Yeah, you know what, we're going to go this way. I haven't done this for a long time. I've done the other one so many times. And I'm already just going to leave and it's set in sport mode. So I did do some adjustments over the stock configuration on this, just to see if maybe I was able to tweak things. Yeah, there's no one else behind me, so. might have actually made things a little bit better on this actually. Yeah, I still don't know though. I wish that I had more adjustment for the speed. Alright, and now I've kicked it into beast mode. There we go. Over 2,000 watts of power. There we go. Now this thing is alive. Kind of crazy actually, but there we go. Now, typically on this here, I really don't ride this thing in beast mode, but you know, after being on the T2, you know, it kind of just leaves me wanting a little bit more than the 21.7. So I kind of wish that you had more adjustments on that. You know, without the need to go into beast mode, because, you know, that's kind of silly. But it definitely is fun, though. Yeah, you know, in regardless on what I like or don't necessarily care for, you know, it could be the fact that I did change the tires on this, so that could be why some of the handling characteristics have shifted slightly on this. Shabby though, not too bad. Yeah, you know, it's the back suspension. Like, no matter how much I want to love this thing and like this thing, the back suspension just does not do it for me. I honestly do not enjoy that. I just kind of wanted to see what they were actually doing back here. Yeah, this is all for the big PGA game coming up here at the golf course. Kind of ridiculous. Yeah, last year when I had the scooter that just kept failing on me, this is where I came out to take those photos last year, the end of last year. Oh, I think it is such a shame everything that they chose not to keep up over here. Right over there is a nice seat. Just kind of a little surprised on this. That flag is sad over here though. So I'm looking at getting back around, you know, because last time when I took the VX2Hub out, I wasn't at Go Team Go with it, so I figured I'd go ahead and do this here one last time, because I mean, otherwise this is pretty much just going to you know, it's just a shame, like, the scooter just is going to wind up sitting, because the only thing really that I can see myself keeping out of this is the battery. So normally I go down to my favorite place, which is the reservoir that's over in Wooddale, Itasca. And you know, I figured if I went back there tonight, I would enjoy it, but I would kind of be hitting the same areas that I normally would. And on this, I haven't really rode it in beast mode much at all, so I'm just gonna kind of leave it in this here and just see how this goes for me, because, you know, oh, it's just sad because I spent a fortune on this. And the stock tires, I kept having blowouts, but we'll see. And then of course on this, I did go ahead and right now delete and remove the turn signals on the lower part of the deck. I thought that was kind of a cool look in the beginning, but you know, kind of silly when you have them now on the handlebars, which is more than adequate for people to see you in front and back. And no car is really going to see the bottom turn signals anyways. Oh, I'll tell you though, I definitely got the turning better on this thing here. It just, I don't know, it's that back suspension that even on this, I mean, the suspension definitely works, but I just don't care for the way that it feels at all. Oh, Kung Fung, why did I have to look up your website tonight? I've been looking it up, getting ideas about what I might have wanted to do with the motor on this on something else, and kind of just bypassing VMAX and their proprietary hardware. That way at least I'd have the battery motor out of this. But I saw something else that totally captured my intention, and depending if I have time to tomorrow, I'm gonna take the 500 out that I have of theirs, which has always been kind of like one of my favorites. But I was talking to somebody about the 800, because this here, the VMAX, is definitely faster. Like power-wise, it is when it's unlocked. And you know, I thought maybe this might be a better fit for them, but no, I think we both kind of agree that the Kung Fu 800 is just like, it's an awesome scooter. It really is. So yeah, and also out hunting for skunks tonight, seeing if I see any, because I have not seen one all year long. Oh. Yeah, I do not understand. Oh, I don't even know. So I'm just trying to change my footing on this here and see if that makes any difference. Oh, bunny rabbits. Yeah, like the power on this is fun though. Oh, I think I did make some improvements on this though. There's always a few things that manufacturers don't seem to understand. Quality control is something that they really gotta check up on. Yeah, so I've got the suspension handling with the front. You know, I got that, went ahead and re-greased the bearings, and that seems to have made a huge difference on that. Which you only know how to do that if you actually take it apart, because they don't have very helpful information on that. But honestly, it's just that back suspension that kind of works it for me. And it's funny, you can have a lot of power and a great ride for power, but you know, if you don't have that full package though, where like you're comfortable with the suspension, you know, some riders, obviously that's not a problem for them. For me, it's, you know, not that great. So I'm not really too sure on that one. So for somebody else, this might be doable. But every other scooter that I have, and one of them that I regret that I got rid of, none of them have this type of issue on that. Well, I guess the theory of insanity ends tonight. For me with the VMAX, VX2Hub, and all their brands, like all their other scooter models, don't really care because they all have, you know, the same thing with that rear suspension type. You know, this is kind of it for me. This is a great scooter for somebody else. I'm just not sold on it. Like here, you know, which all the other reviewers will have it on, this is perfectly fine. And yeah, it's crazy how nice it is on this. But on anything else with bumps, that suspension kind of does become a problem. Yeah, and then some nights you just don't really care, which is where I'm at tonight. Obviously I do care, but you know, I figured last time that I was going to be out that this is kind of be it for it, which I did take the whole thing back down, and then I put it back together again. I am being a lot more cautious over here now, just because of the fact that at night, you know, you got to watch out for animals, and with kids being back in school, being a Sunday, kind of don't think I'm gonna have to deal with them out here, which is nice. And of course, this is more with these tires that I put on here are like, you know, dialed in for. But I've had everything else kind of go back and forth and around over here though. And I'm also not sure too, like battery life, where it falls at in beast mode, but I really don't think that's going to be that big of a deal. Oh, Kung Fung though. I wish I would have done a better review on the 800. Because they definitely had something that piqued my interest. And definitely a lot more than anything that VMAX would have. But then again, you know, kind of fell for the advertisements. So, now of course by sheer mistake, I know you guys can't see this, so the trail's about 5 feet wide here. You know, yeah, this is insane, the turning radius now. Don't try to do that when you're going forward. I don't know, got somebody hostile in the background. Alright, so this is the hill climb, and just gonna leave it in beast mode. Alright, 16, 17, 18, 19, 17, 15 when I hit the top. Full throttles, you know, no run at it, anything like that, so. Now, ironic, when I got the, trying to remember the model, but the 800, this is where the first night when I took it out was actually right over here. And I kind of went over the handlebars. And I damaged my Insta 360, I don't even know what it actually was model. X4, X3. I think, I don't actually remember. I can't remember which camera I had at the point. I know at some point though I did mess that camera up though. And you can see where all the little kids were using their mini dirt bikes, which is just silly. Yeah, and then, which I did not know actually with those dirt bikes and everything else like that. Which one of these is for regen? There we go. Yep, getting more power, put back into the battery with regen. Yeah, so when you see these kids popping a wheelie, it's not like when I was a kid when we had a BMX bike and we were doing that. These electric bikes, especially when they look like a dirt bike, they actually have a setting, most of them have a setting on it, where anybody can sit there and do a wheelie. 1, 2, 3. There's no skill, no nothing really needed for it at all. And if they don't have it to begin with, very easy to very quickly add on the controller to actually make it do that. So yeah, so a lot of people think they're cool. Might still be cool, but you know. Oh my goodness, that's a raccoon. That was awesome. No skunks though. All right, and just because I know that they'll get a light here, I'm gonna go ahead and go across the street. Oh man, I don't want to though. Oh, this should be fun. Oh, this actually isn't bad at all. I thought this was still torn up. Now, of course, I could possibly have some issues with the PD over here because of the little kids that are ruining it for people like me. And everyone else though, that actually like cares about writing these things. I forgot. That is one thing that they could do better, is they could actually have the headlights turn off on their own. That would be great. I'm sorry, headlights, the turn signal. See, I'm getting over there, just this guy with this big dog. Always come to a stop, kids. All right, so yeah. Like, okay, so I'm gonna see if it's just the fact that I don't weigh enough on this scooter. So you guys can't see what I'm doing here, but I am gonna just stand on the kick plate. And I'm gonna see if having all my weight over that makes any difference at all. Suspension wise. Which is not a super bright idea when you're, you know, yeah, when you're going really fast, that's not really a bright idea. You know, I honestly think I would rather not have any suspension on the back on this whatsoever, compared to what it actually has for myself. Once again, I was kind of thinking that maybe it's because, you know, I weigh less than most riders do. Kind of entertaining that review this. Oh yeah, I am way above the speed limit here, which is kind of not the greatest thing ever, but I gotta remember that one there, because Bloomingdale was right there. And even though there are no rules, I still would like, you know what, I should go back and talk to that cop, but because I have a question for them. Nothing at all about a scooter this time, but you know, I kind of had them get behind me many times when I'm driving my car, and I know why they're going to be behind me. It's because the front license plate, you really can't see anything on that, because you know, weather, seasons, everything, that kind of you know, almost all the paint is off of it. Back plate, it's okay, but it's not the greatest. So I think that's why they get behind me, and I'd like to know, what would they like me to do about that? I've already contacted the DMV multiple times, took photos, sent it to them, and I'm still sitting there in pending status for a review on that, which is kind of crazy. Thank you. That was cool, that guy. Ah, man. So I'm kind of trying to figure out what am I going to do with this, with the VX2Hub. So I could never resell this, even though I've only got like 208 miles on it. And it's got a new motor on it that's only got like 50 miles on it because of the cracked rim situation. But I know I can never, no one's gonna, like, I don't even think my brother, who's a great salesperson, could get, you know, anywhere close to what this thing here price-wise. So I know no matter what, keeping the battery there like that, the battery is more than what I'd be able to sell this thing for, because no one's gonna want to pay anywhere close, because, well, yeah, this scooter at purchasing, so I'm trying to remember how their prices go, because this is the extended range. They advertise the extended range, you know, MSRP price of $1,799 to $1,800. That's always crossed out for like, yeah, buy now, $300 off. So, yeah, so that's like $1,499. Ooh, they definitely have lots of law enforcement out tonight and lots of stuff going on out here. Oh yes, you Lord, that you would watch over these people and be with them and keep them safe, strong, healthy, and healed in Jesus' name. And sometimes you don't need to know what's going on to realize something's going on. Wow, yeah, there are a lot of squads out here. Oh, I hope everyone's okay there. Yeah, so what I was going to say though is that, yeah, if I wanted to try to resell this here, like, people are going to see a scooter for sale. They're not going to care about, you know, any of that stuff, because this is an expensive scooter by all means. And I don't think they have a big enough of a following to really demand. Anyways, I guess it's not really what they demand on things, but, you know, I hate that, you know, what I wound up getting is just going to, you know, I'd love to be able to sell this here. Yeah, I wave them on because, you know, I'd rather do that. I mean, it is nice, like, I just haven't, I still don't know though. Yeah, what I was gonna say though is I'd love to get my, you know, get another 800 by Kung Fung, and I'd be like incredibly happy with that. But right now on this thing here, which the only thing that's really solid on it, in my opinion, is definitely the battery on this. So the battery itself is like, you know, shipped to my door. Probably $600, and I have no doubt in my mind that this battery, you know, top tier sells in this, which is awesome. So my main thing is, like, yeah, it kind of sucks that there's not really a whole lot I can, you know, do with it. So if I keep it, you know, I'm just gonna pretty much keep it that way I can have the battery on it. And then maybe have the motor, even though the motor, you know, currently on everything else, the motor will fit, but because of the way that they designed the, designed the rim, they kind of made it where it doesn't just slide in on anything else but VMAX. And then I also have a second motor in perfect working order outside of the fact that the rim's cracked, so. Yeah, and the fact too is suspension is not quiet, so when everybody wants to say that it is, it's really not that quiet at all. Oh, but the power is nice and linear. Like, it doesn't throw you back, but it definitely gets going though. Yeah, it's funny. I don't know why I keep coming out to my old neighborhood so much, but I do though. This is where I grew up. Oh, it's such a shame. I want to like this. All right, so what I'm gonna do, so what can I say? I want to like this, I do, but when it's said and done, this is, I don't know, you know, I bought the Hype when obviously, because I bought it, because I thought this was going to be the best scooter that I would ever buy, and it's definitely by far the most expensive one. I'm never going to buy anything this expensive again, partially because I can spend, you know, half of this and have a lot more fun. Definitely. So, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I can't really sum it up. So it has the speed. It doesn't necessarily have the torque right off the bat like my 800 had. But that just kind of hits and hits hard. This one here, it's a little more linear, but once it definitely gets up and gets moving, but you know, I'm not super happy with the handling of it. You know, and definitely it's just the back suspension doesn't do it for me. I don't understand why everyone says the same thing, that it's the greatest thing ever. Well, I do not understand it, and it makes me really question reviewers, because it's not that good. It's not that great. It's not fantastic. And yes, even when I'm not on, I thought maybe it's just the area that I rode at where I would feel the suspension, and that's why it became kind of more of an issue. So if I didn't go there, then, you know, maybe it wasn't going to be that frustrating. And no, it's still very annoying for me right now. So kind of, yeah, like I said, all right, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna do this here real quick and send it. So Kung Fung has a new one, and it's right on my alleyway. All right, so full on the throttle, yeah, very linear. It does a very good job of having the torque kind of build up. The 800 definitely hits you really hard, really fast on this. This one here, I definitely feel much easier to get on it, and it definitely gets going. Oh, that back suspension though, just for me, it doesn't do it. Well, at least I can say I've been out the whole time in beast mode for once. And then yeah, so I have the drum brake in the front adjusted much better. It does help. I still don't feel that it's sufficient enough for this. I mean, in eco mode, yeah, you know what? So this is the fastest that I've been on this thing here, and yeah, in beast mode, don't get me wrong, it is as advertised, but for me, it's not about having the speed. You know, you get that torque and you have fun with it. So tomorrow night, I'm gonna, you know, weather permitting, and also I know I should be hearing back from, I believe, HR tomorrow. I do want to take the 500 out. I'll throw that on the charger. This, of course, again, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull the battery out of this one again in the charging port. And this is going to go into my T2, and I'm just going to leave it in there. Oh, you know what? Yeah. So we're going to get the full thrill ride tonight on this. And then I am fairly confident, not now, not anytime soon. You know, the 800, I definitely really like that because of the suspension, and what they came out with is they came out with the 600. Sorry guys, forgot to use my turn signal, but I did click it on in time. That's another thing that I would say about VMAX. When I go to turn it off, it has a tendency to roll the other way, so I don't know, like that's something oversight. They should have kind of figured that out here and got that done. Yeah, just don't understand that, because right now I have that on for the left. And then it's not super easy. Like, okay, that time I got it. Going around on that. So yeah, even going on different territory, my video still stands. Yes, this is incredibly fun to ride on. This is fun. Like, it really is fun. But the overall experience for me, it's fun. There is a thrill with it, but it just overall, it doesn't do it for me. That suspension on that is just kind of a problem. And then yes, I am royally scanning ahead. I normally do not hit these areas as fast or this hard on the throttle, but oh yeah. So I'm going to keep the battery from this, and yeah, I'm not going to reassemble it. Like, eventually if I can figure out something else, maybe I'll make a Frankenstein scooter. where I'll just run it without a brake, just for fun. Just regen maybe 180 in the front, or I don't know, I'll figure something out. You know, I can get into some fabrication and probably find something I can do with it that way. There's lots of bunny rabbits, still no skunks. I don't even know, so just enjoy the ride. Yeah, so it does have a little bit of a thrill ride, but you know, with the suspension, for me personally, and the fact that it's really expensive, like, you know, $1,800 if you believe the MSRP, or $1,500 if you think that their sale price is the real price, which I think it is. So I don't know why they advertise it as $1,800. And if they think that's going to be the retail price, have fun on that one there. You'll sell some of these, but yeah, you're not going to go at it with Segway, Apollo, or even NIU, not at those prices. Sorry, guys. Realistically, I think this the regular range one should be, you know, $9.99. This here, $11.99, not $1 more. And then you could have your sale prices. But, you know, that's not what they're going to do, because they don't care what a YouTuber like me has to say. But I am going to be the budget king, and right now, Kung Fung kind of has that one, hands down. The T2, it's good, but I'm kind of a little, you know, I love that one, and it performs everything incredibly well. This here, yeah. Be careful with bumps. That would be a very wise thing to say. And of course, watch out for pedestrians at night too. Right now I am technically on a bike, sidewalk, bike lane. I don't really know what to call this, but you know, I'm out here on this and it's cool. I got a little bit of issues with my left back, left side, kind of annoyed tonight. Yeah, but I like my budget scooters. Like, if I do any reviewing for anything, that's all that I would want to have that be. Oh, I'm so curious. I'd love to know what's going on over there, but yeah, not gonna happen. Not gonna ask. All right, yep. And then just because we have cops everywhere over there, I'm gonna go ahead and go over here and cross right here. Yeah, and nights where, you know, they have some type of an emergency going on over there, so I'm obviously not going to annoy them whatsoever. I hope everyone's okay over there, though. And that smells tonight, but we're also by what is called Gas Pain City. And if you grew up in Glendale Heights and Bloomingdale, you know exactly what that is. Ooh, you know what? I want to go that way. And you know what? I'm going to stay this way though. Yeah, see, this is so linear with the throttle on it. But it's the suspension that kind of ruins it for me, and you know, that is one thing that is definitely annoying for me. Oh, I don't know, for somebody else this would be great. I just kind of want my 800 back. Well, not back, you know what I mean. That is my favorite scooter, like, of all time. It's the one where I felt like it was going to kill me. This definitely has more power, more torque in the long run, but it just doesn't hit you right up front. So I think that Kung Fu may use a square wave controller, and this one does not. This is a sine wave controller, a little more efficient. Yes, and I keep forgetting that. I'm probably going to see a copyright up here at the golf course in Bloomingdale. So I can't go that goofy on this. But I'm at 54% battery life, which once again, I'm in beast mode. The 21.7 just doesn't really do it for me. Now I understand with rules and everything else like that, but you know, it just does not do that for me. So I prefer a little bit more. My choice, my decision. But if you watch my videos, and you know I'm extremely conscious of the things around me and people and everything else. So I just like when I want to go, you know, 25. That makes me real happy. That's kind of my happy spot on a scooter. I mean, as long as it's got the torque to have fun, I'm good on that. And that's why the 500 meets that category right there that I have by Kung Fu, which has been one of my favorite scooters. I haven't been on it for a while. I took that one apart too, so yeah, that was kind of a fun experience. I like to do that. I like to take scooters apart to see how they work now. I like to understand where they are, what components they use, how it was assembled. So I will give VMAX credit on that, like every connector. And outside of being connected, which is always a positive thing to have your stuff be connected, they did use heat shrink tubing around almost every single thing, which I do say that is outstanding. So I will give them that for build quality. Some of it unnecessary, but you know what? Yeah, a little extra stuff to detail is kind of nice. But then again, my T2, that, you know, the same exact thing. So that's kind of interesting. Actually, a little more waterproof than this is because of the connector type that they used, which is good. Oh yeah, so yeah, it's just the like ride, like right there for a few seconds there. I'm just like, yeah, I'm having fun. All right, so I'm gonna stop talking about that right now. It's definitely not as stable. But once again, though, I do have different tires on this. So that could be a big part of it. But once again, I kept getting flat tires on stock tires. So, like on the T2, I can hit this area right here. This isn't much of a turn, but I can hit this top speed on that. No problem, handle it great. This one here, I just won't do it. Like, I don't want to fall over and get hurt. Oh, look at that. It's a slow, but I don't understand because it's got a T there. Oh, it's only slow for right here. This is where it is. So after I get over this, I don't have to worry about going slow. And I'll say the 2 flock cameras up here. All right, I think that's past slow. Oh yeah, I do not care for the way the suspension feels on this at all. So yeah, carving at this speed, not gonna happen, but yeah, I just don't feel as confident with it on this, but I mean, it definitely gets up. Even at, you know, the battery life depleting, I'm getting over 30 miles and 54% battery life, so you know, that's kind of fun. Now, this is the only area that I ran into a coyote. He was actually close to the road on the left-hand side and ran over. So any wildlife that I've seen that scurries on the ground out here when I've been on my ride, coyote twice, I think I've seen this year, a possum once, and then tonight a raccoon, and then lots of bunny rabbits, and 0 skunks this whole year. Oh yeah. See, Yeah, I'm just gonna have to make a thing and just keep the battery from this. Which isn't bad because it's got a super fast charger on it, which is great. 4.5 amps. And I know I can charge this based off of my math and the cells, that I can charge this thing up to, you know, 5 amp hours, 5 amps. Yeah, so first I was thinking about that I was going to look at the Awesome brand for scooter, because I think they're going to be an awesome bang for the buck. This suspension pisses me off. Come on. Over that's not lovely. And I'm not even going fast on that either. Oh. So Awesome, their scooters are awesome. They just happen to weigh a little bit more. Oh, and who might this be here? I do not know. Could this be law enforcement? It could be. It might be. It looks like it. And just because of my body, I am not going to be going down that way. I do not feel like hitting all those bumps. Yeah, see, it looks like I got this right here perfectly fine. No, it is not perfectly fine. I am being incredibly careful on this here. And I'm not 100% sure. Some aspects of this is kind of different. So it's just, there's a point with the, there's no death wobble, but I'm just not super, I would not, let's just say I would not want to hit a bump at, you know, with it all the way, where I'm just going at it 100% throttle. I think that could be really bad. Now, on all my other scooters, I really don't have any issues on that. Well, I shouldn't say all the other ones. T2, no problem at that. And T2 can get, yeah, you know what? Yeah, here's a little bit of a wobble on this. But on my other ones, so the T2, that's great. I actually prefer that suspension-wise over it. I just wish it had a little bit more power. The 800 was great. I never had any issues with the wobble at all, or going at it full and being concerned about on something like this right here. This is not yeah. So beast mode is not fun. Yeah, I'm hitting 29 point, yeah, something like that, 29 right there. Going up a little incline, so yeah. And 1700 watts, 18. Yeah, and then when you let off, it's kind of, it's just not fun. It doesn't feel like super stable to me, so. Yeah, so I wouldn't resell this because, I mean, I'd love to be able to resell it and, you know, get $600-700 out of it, but once again, that kind of defeats the purpose, because one, I'm not going to get that much, and honestly, I probably should get more than that for what I pay for it. So I'm just going to keep the battery out of this, and then I'll keep it assembled and leave the motor and everything together. But I'll take the battery out of it, and then that way too, like with the Kung Fung 600, extremely similar to my 500 for performance. So once again, I'll be able to put this battery right in that too, which would be awesome. So we'll hit that speed that I like, but the difference between the 500 and that is the 500, I believe, is pretty much about the same as the 800 for build and everything. Just a little less power, and you know, we'll top out at 25, but it should be able. Yeah, this is not that great. Anytime I hit a bump, man, I lose that confidence. When there's zero bumps, like right now, I'm still hitting bumps. Like, it's smooth, but yeah, in beast mode, like, I don't get it. Everyone says this thing is great for reviewers. It handles great. I don't think so. I mean, the only thing it really has going for it is it's got the power to get you going where you have fun. It might be able to get you up this. Yeah, see, when you get let off the throttle, the handlebars kind of wobble. That's not cool. That's not okay. It is definitely not okay. And you're at 37% battery now. You know, I'm kind of debating whether I want to go anywhere or not. So now we're back up to 43. I'll have to look at back in my video and see where the power is on this. Mileage when I started. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this front. So this is 47.2 volts is what the display is showing. I'm going to go ahead and just run it one quick run around the back, and then that's it for me. Yeah, like, it gets you up a little faster than the 800, but the 800 has all that torque in the beginning to get you moving. And right now I am way over the speed limit for back here for a car. This is kind of funny. And then the other thing too that I think the main reason why you know, with the 800, because the 800 and 500 they both were equally as fun. But the 800, they had an advertised speed, I think, at 31, and I would hit 31 when it was fully charged, and then it would kind of drop itself down, where, you know, I was averaging about 29, 28, and I'm like, oh, but all the other ones hold the speed all the way there. And then here comes this expensive Swiss engineering, built like a vehicle scooter, beast mode. Everyone says they get, like, you know, 34. I don't see how you get that on that. But like, even if it drops down, you know, I go down to like 29. But it's still fun though. Like, I just wish that, because like on my other scooters, man, I did not have to brake to go into this. This I definitely do. And then it kind of leaves me a little like, I don't know. Yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoyed the ride with me tonight. Yeah, but the 600, that's going to be, that's the one for me with Kung Fung. Because then it has the same front suspension as the 800, same back suspension. A little less power than the 800, but gets you up to that, my happy speed on that all day long, 25 miles an hour. And then this battery can go inside of it, or you can run the dual battery and you can get like super long range. You know what? I don't even know where I'm at over here. Sorry, I'm going the wrong way. I got a little confused. Yeah, talking about that. I can't get over Kung Fung did that with the 600. That has my attention. I don't know. I probably could learn to love this one, but yeah, not gonna happen. Ah, you know what? I'm gonna do it one more time. One more time. One more time is all I'm gonna go. And then I'll be done with this. Alright, no more talkie-talkie on this run. Yeah, see, even on this here, with the way the suspension feels, it's fun. It's got the speed to make me happy, but I kind of like my other ones a lot better. Yeah, see, when I hit a bump with it, you can kind of see that a little bit in the headlight. Gets a little shaky. I know I could probably put the stock tires back on it, but you know, I don't know. I just had lots and lots of flat tires, which I did not like on that. And because I see a car there, I actually use my turn signals, yo. Hey, that's right, man. I could go faster than he can back here. I don't know, maybe I will put the stock tires back on this and just give it one run. I want to go into this so bad, but I just know it would not be lovely. Yeah, see, even yeah. Oh, well, nobody needs to hear any more of my opinions on this. I will take the battery out of it, and then I'll probably put this thing up next to the T2 and talk about it, and maybe I'll throw the 500 in there too, because I'm going to get that one, I'm going to take that one out tonight, and I'm going to find out, like, I'm just going to have fun with it. Last time I took that thing out, oh, it was amazing, because I went from where I live at all the way to Glendale Heights, and then I kind of went around to a Quick Trip gas station, and then back and all over the place. You know, like, oh, I got enough battery life to get me over to the reservoir in Wooddale, Itasca. And then when I got there, I got around to the back section, I was like, oh, I'm down to one battery bar. That's not good. So pretty much had an eco mode all the way home, and that was kind of interesting. Yeah, I was thinking about the 800 again, about how much I'd love that, but after I saw the 600 that they have, I'm like, oh yeah, that is totally awesome for me. And it's got, I want to say a 15 amp hour, or 15 and a half amp hour battery too, which is pretty good. That's it, that suspension is just silly. Alright, so I don't want everybody to stalk me. If my neighbor's outside, I'd let him take this for a rip. Now you can see what this actually is about. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. That is it. I hope you enjoyed. And if not, I did, so